Hi guys, Jeff Churchill here with Steven Johnson from Smithco. We're here and excited to talk about feature benefits of the SprayStar series in our line. We've got a brand new ergonomically designed platform here for the operator. Steven, tell us a little bit about what we're doing here.
So our engineering staff's done a wonderful job in redesigning our platforms across the board, and you're going to find this transitionally through all of our sprayers, one of which it's easy for the operator to get to controls. You can see with the open platform, visibility is amazing, cab over design, maneuverability is amazing. So if you start taking a look at what you've got here, your ignition is easily accessible, your throttle is easy to get to for increase and decrease of engine RPM. You've got your boom switches that are located right here that you're frequently using. Standard headlights on all Smithco products, engagement, disengagement of pump, and your cruise control.
What have we got here?
So we've incorporated a USB on charging system on every one of our sprayers now, because everybody knows you've got your walkie-talkie on you and you need to be able to charge that through the day.
Nice. Tell me a little bit about, I've got a couple levers here, left and right. What do those levers do for me?
So your right-hand side lever is going to be your parking brake, and your left-hand side lever is actually your spray boss. And what that spray boss does for you, restricts the amount of throw on your swash plate. So in order for you to maintain rate, it's important speed, pressure, nozzle. So we are a fully hydrostatic system, so when you engage that, it restricts the amount of throw on that swash plate. So you can set that to 3 miles an hour, 5 miles an hour, whatever it may be, as long as it meets your criteria as far as maintaining your rate.
And then if I lift it up, I have full stroke of the hydro and full traction speed.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. Center mount engine platforms, are these all the same throughout all of the models that we would produce?
Yeah, so the reason we do that is for stability. Smithco's known for being able to stick to any side of any hill. We build all of our sprayers from the ground up. None of these spray rigs are bolt-ons. A lot of people like to refer to them as skid-type sprayers. Nevertheless, this is a true prime mover. 35 horsepower Vanguard big block is what powers the machine. It's way more than enough power to get the job done. We couple that with a fully hydrostatic system. The reason we do that is because we want to make sure our engine RPMs are exactly where they need to be for consistency and flow, okay? The other nice thing about the center mounted engine is accessibility. I mean, you can get in, you can check your oils, change your filtration, hydraulic filters, whatever you may need to get to, it's easily accessible on all Smithco products. There's no removing tanks, seats, or anything of that nature.
The pumping system on this, likewise with all the other sprayers that we produce, it's a stainless steel high pro pump.
That's correct.
Tell us a little bit about what we do there and how we do it.
So we do a couple of unique things with our 90 gallon a minute stainless steel pump. One of which is a self-priming system. Self-priming systems are extremely important. That allows you to go out with 50 gallons of material if you like. You don't need to fill the tank all the way up. The other unique feature that we build into this is an audible alarm. What that does for you, if you get into a situation of low flow or you run out of material, it actually sounds off an alarm to let you know it's time to turn that switch off.
So I don't have any corrosion issues or anything of that
Nope.
order that we're dealing with
Nope,
here.
that's what's nice
and
about
I've got great flow to come back into tank for agitation, correct?
That's correct. So on all Smithco sprayers, we do a standard quadrajet agitation, and let me expand on that a little bit. So what our quadrajet agitation actually does for you, because we're running that 90 gallon a minute pump, it keeps that material suspended. You never run out of flow. And we point it at all four corners of every tank that we build. So that material stays suspended at all times. Agitation's extremely important.
So no residue at the bottom of the tank?
Nope. And the other nice feature of our quadrajet agitation, and we're going to take a look at it here momentarily, is the ability to have an infinite stroke as far as where you want your agitation to be. So it can be 100% all the way down to 0. So So when you start getting low in your tank, you don't have to worry about foaming, number one. Number two, you're able to get all that material out of the tank. You spend a lot of money right here. A lot of material costs go into this. You want all that product out on your playing surface. Jeff, I kind of want to go over a few things on our self-cleaning filtration system and how our agitation works on all of our Smithco products. We do things a little bit differently than the traditional bowl style filter. What makes this unique, instead of it coming in to a 50 micron screen, it's actually going through an 80 micron screen, so it's constantly flushing that material out of your screen. This is something you're probably going to check maybe once or twice a year. Good way to tell whether you're having issues as far as clogging goes and you need to pull it apart and clean it. Take a look at your rate. Your rate tells you everything. So if you have tons of fluctuation, it's probably time to go ahead and pull this off and make sure it's clean.
So what you're telling me is I don't have to take that bowl off every time I fill the tank. I'm only going into that strainer when I see something happen to my spray system or I'm not hitting right.
Absolutely.
Yep. And the handle down below it is agitation control, is that correct?
Yes, sir. So what that allows you to do is have an infinite variation as far as your agitation goes. So that can be turned completely off when you're getting low in the tank, or you can have it full run if you've got a lot of wettable powders or things that like to settle down in the bottom, and it keeps those suspended.
And it looks like there's another little strainer down here. What does that strainer do for me?
So we incorporated a 50 micron strainer to help protect our quadrajet agitation. What that does is that's going to collect any hard materials. I mean, if you're mixing slurries, you could have a chunk of something fall into the tank. This is going to catch that before it gets back to agitation, and obviously your primary filtration is catching all of that material before it makes it back to your boom sections.
Cool. There's a dump valve down here. Is that only to dump my tank or empty my tank at rinse out or whatever I need to do there?
So once again, another standard feature that's on all Smithco products, and our engineering staff did a wonderful job in thinking this out, because we know no matter what happens, at some point something's probably going to go awry. So with our drain valve, we've actually designed it to where it isolates the tank from the pump. So if you have $2,000 of chemistry in this tank and you're 7 years down the road and it's time to replace a seal, it's never going to happen in the barn. It's going to happen while you're out there in the middle of the fairway. You can isolate that tank, bring it back in. As you can see, pump is easily accessible right there, quick to change out, whatever you need to do as far as the mechanics go, as far as the repairs. And once you're ready to go, turn back your valve for flow from tank to pump.
All right, tell us a little bit about the booms. It looks like a nice heavy-duty triangular boom. All those nozzles sit inside of it to protect them. What are my boom width choices?
Okay, so we've got 3 different boom widths that you can put on all of our spray rigs. 15-foot boom, 18.5-foot boom, along with the 20-foot boom. We do offer a 24, but that only goes on our 5200, and we'll cover that later on. A couple of things that we do unique with this boom, one of which is our boom catches. And we talk about real world situations here. Nobody wants to stop and bring their boom's nest all the way up. So as you can see, this boom can rock back and forth all at once, and you never have to worry about it coming and hitting your tank.
So on acceleration or deceleration, I'm never getting that boom flopping forward or backward.
That's correct.
And then when I'm in the down position,
you've got full breakaway front to back.
Very nice. On behalf of the entire Smithco family, we'd like to personally thank you for reviewing our product.
For more information, please visit smithco.com or contact your local dealer.